Also,
And we are live! Thursday Night Live! Woo! I'm excited.
Here we are for another week.
For those that missed out, hey, thanks to the members. You guys rock. Keep it up. And of course, we got the best co-host on YouTube ever. We got Mariah and TJ.
Hey, everybody.
Without them, y'all, we wouldn't be here. All right. Thanks for everyone for showing up. Thanks for all the replay crew. You guys are awesome. Keep it up. I'm glad that y'all are here. I'm just hoping that maybe come back when we are live. That way you can ask a question and maybe get answered right away. Instead of, I try to answer your questions later on, but hey, wouldn't it be cool to have it answered right away? You know. Mm-hmm. Anyways, let's go ahead. Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all the title, everyone. That way, y'all can be thinking about it, not just on some panel, but also those in chat. The topic tonight is 2024 goals. I mean, I know we're still living in the year 2023, but hey, let's plan ahead. That way, when the new year comes, we're ready for it. Okay, let's go ahead and welcome everyone to the chat. And don't forget, GoFundMe for Dusty's, St. Dust family. Please read, it's his wife is not doing too well. So if you have some extra change and you can, go ahead and help him out. Thank you. Thanks, Sam, for putting all the links in the chat. Thank you. We got Lando. Woo! Welcome. Fathom Aquatics. Aw! Another stream? Let's go! Yeah. Hey, that does remind me though, Fathom or Alex. You guys might be getting burnt out on seeing vibes. Okay, this is my hold on. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday morning. So this is my 5th stream this week so far. Wow. And I got another one planned for tomorrow, another one for Saturday night, and possibly Saturday morning. So maybe by the new year, you guys will be tired of seeing vibes.
Not possible.
Oh.
Hey, Alex, how are you?
Annette! Of course, she stopped by to say hi to you. To ignore me. Tell you what. Rico! Hey,
here, Rico.
Got hit the like button for vibes. Thanks, Rico. Hey, Rico, by the way, I was watching your live stream earlier during my nap. I was trying to sleep. It's up on the big screen, so. Thanks, Sam. Put all links in the chat. Go ahead. Make sure you subscribe, TJ and Mariah. Give them some love. Okay, give more than just some. Give a lot of love. Scotty!
Hey, Scotty.
And I had to go check my YouTube side to see what the emoji was actually. Face blue smiling. So, it's a little different than I was expecting. Only 2023 for a few more days. Right on.
It's true.
Craig, welcome.
Good day, Craig.
That's exactly how I said it, Eddie. When he said, "Aw, another stream, let's go." Thanks, Alex. You're awesome. Melvin, welcome.
Hey, Melvin.
hey,
Hey, Jay, not a Quim guy. Welcome.
Hey, Jay.
What's up, man?
Okay. New year.
Coming at us
Goals.
awful fast, man.
Way too
Too
fast.
fast.
The
But at the
first goal
same
is
time, I get kind of charged up about it a little bit, right? Yeah, I feel like 2023 flew, right? It was mid-year
Right.
before we knew it, and then it was the end of the year before we knew it. But now I get to this point of the year, and I get excited. It's a new beginning, new things going on. I don't know. I kind of get a little bit conflicted.
Mhm.
I can understand that.
Mhm. It's a time to kind of reflect and think ahead. Basically, maybe we need to set our goals. Do we need to set them higher or lower? Or do you think that the goals you set for this past year, you set them too low and you hit them all? Or do you set them too high and you only hit halfway?
I think my personal viewpoint is I believe that goals, and this is probably the HR guy in me, right? That's what I do from a profession perspective. And part of that is thinking about your goals, your objectives for the year from a work perspective, and I kind of carry some of those philosophies into my personal life around. They need to be attainable. If you set yourself one that's just not attainable, I tend to think that that's going to be an exercise in frustration. I think it's good to make it a challenge, right? But I like to make sure that they're ones that I can really see as, yeah, if I really apply myself, I'm going to get there, and that to me is really, really important, because I'm also one where, from a life perspective, my philosophy is around kind of the small victories. I'm a big one for celebrating the small victories in life, just the simple things that happen that are just the win, even if it's the win for that day, and just making sure that, we take stock of the fact that, every day is a gift, and that we need to really focus. It's easy to focus on the bad, right? That's simple. The media focuses on the bad. It's simple to go out there and read, a newspaper, watch a news report, and find the negative out there. But there's so much positive, and so I tend to focus my life around sort of some of those positives, and making sure that, yeah, I'm definitely challenged, but that there are things that I can realistically see are actually going to happen, so that at the end of the year, I'm not sitting there going, well, geez, like none of this was reality.
Right.
How about you guys?
I actually second that motion. That was perfect. Now, I not hit the goal, all my goals I wanted to this year, but those goals can be still in effect for next year.
That's also an important thing, right? To remember is that there are some times where it may not have been a 12-month goal. It might have been a 24-month goal where maybe you accomplished part of it. You know how to get to the rest of the way, but you just, like, the time limit was an issue, or resourcing was an issue, right? Be it money, be it tank space, if we're talking about our hobby or whatever. And yeah, I think that's a perfectly valid way to look at it too. I think there's so many different ways to kind of look at it. What's your
TJ
thoughts?
is getting us
Fired up.
TJ is getting
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah, it's gonna be here whether we're ready for it or not. So we might as well go in full force.
Shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you'll land among the stars.
Yep.
True, Alex. True.
I like that. What do you think, Mariah?
I was gonna say, a lot of times people think about goals so innately as much as almost like a destination, like the end goal, the end factor, and a lot of times we don't think about everything that it takes to get there and how long it could possibly take to get there, and we underestimate how important the things that we are, that the important the things that are that we learn along the way, trying to reach those goals, whether it be through failure or trial and error, or being through, like you said, different adverse situations, whether it be finances or just different life situations in general. But I think instead of looking at it from a time perspective as wanting to have certain goals done in a certain time period, whether it be 12, 24, or however many months. Um, I think it should be more of a factor of just dedicating ourselves more to actually staying focused on the goals, and not just the goal itself, but how you intend to reach it, and laying out a solid plan for yourself that is not too overwhelming.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, right. I think incredible points are throughout that whole thing that you just said. Right. I think being very intentional in what you intend to do, hugely
Mm,
important. I think the idea of the journey is how I kind of look at it, right? And this is
mm,
kind of one of those things that I grew up doing road trips, right, for vacations, and I love road trips because they signify the importance and the excitement in the journey, not just the destination. Just like what you said, Mariah, right? Is
exactly.
there's excitement and there's so much learning in getting to the destination that we can take away from it if we aren't totally blind to all that happens, right? If it's not just a vehicle
Mhm.
to something else that we view as kind of better, I think that you can take so much from that. So incredibly well said. I think those are great points.
Thank you.
Hey,
Awesome. So,
George.
Yeah.
hey, George, welcome.
Oh, and
So,
I don't think I said hi to Melvin. Hey, Melvin.
so do you have a list of goals, or do you have a goal in mind?
Yeah. Who wants to go first?
I'm gonna let you go first.
Me go first?
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. So I think, mine is going to be a continuation for the most part of this year. I really feel this strong connection and a calling to focus on really producing a healthy population of the white clouds that I've got. I feel like again, there's just so little known about them. I've talked to a couple of the ichthyologists that are in my fish club here, and they think there's very little known about them. But they kind of universally agree that they're not in a great place out in the wild, and so I just feel this really big sense of wanting to do everything that I can to ensure that we try and get more of them out to other hobbyists to continue to breed them. I don't know that they're the most valuable fish. I think when people think about white clouds, they're like, right? They were often considered kind of the poor man's neon, I think, in the hobby, and but I just think that they're incredible, right? And so I've got a decent population right now that are growing out. They're a few months old at this point, and so I've now gotten to a place where last year I was just trying to figure out the formula to make them successful, and now I've started to kind of find those data points around like what temperature do they really prefer, and I just have kind of figured out just this time 77 is right around the perfect temperature from them from a growth perspective. Those that I have that are connected into a different tank at 75, they don't grow near as well. They're still quite small and they're the same age as the others. And I had just separated them into different breeder boxes based on size, and the ones that are connected to the tank that's that 2 degrees warmer are growing at a much different rate, and they're getting the exact same amount of food, the exact same amount of feedings. The breeder boxes are identical, so they flow water basically at the same rate. I ensure that kind of works like that. So I'm starting to pick up these little bits of information in the process that I think is going to help me be more successful in that goal. But yeah, I just feel this sense of it's a purpose around my hobby, and so I really want to focus on the time and the attention to collecting more eggs and to continuing to grow those guys up. I feel like for me in 2024, that's definitely something that I want to focus on. I don't have visions of growing my number of tanks exponentially. If I end up getting to a situation where I need more tank space for grow out, that's a possibility, but I don't think I'll take on new species to continue to work on just yet. I feel like my work with the white clouds, and I haven't really even started with my killifish yet. I feel like those are really those are really important things that I want to focus on, in the next year, and to really try and get down the process. Tom Alishon, he says Doc Loisel is watching me. That's one of the fish scientists. He's an ichthyologist that's part of our club, and he sold the original 6 that I bought at the fish club. He had bred them.
Ooh,
Probably 2+ years ago at this point. And I finally got a chance to tell him back in November when I saw him that I was starting to have success with these fish. And
Wow.
I'm so
That's
proud to
great.
walk in there and be like, Dr. Loisel, I bought these fish from you almost 2 years ago, and I'm finally getting them to breed in captivity, and I've got a group of babies that are growing out. So Tom is correct, right? I
That
just
is
have
so
this
cool.
really, it's just this sense of purpose that I've got around growing these guys out that I'm really excited about. So sorry, that was a really long-winded answer. I'll be quiet now. I want to hear what you guys have planned.
No, you're
All right.
fine. I was just gonna touch on that really quickly. TJ, you remind me so much of some of the ichthyologists I was reading about just recently in this book my mom got me.
Oh,
It's
nice.
the Handbook of Tropical Aquarium Fishes. I don't know if you can see the names down there. Some
Uh-huh.
pretty famous ichthyologists.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything that you were just talking about, I highly encourage you to document your experiences and your everything that goes on with the white clouds, with everything that happens with them, because that is incredibly cool and definitely historic in the hobby.
I just love it. It just is so exciting. Every time that I get just that little bit closer, it just is that thing that just kind of keeps me going. It's great.
Mm. All right,
Hey,
Vibes, and what's
what?
your goal? What's your 2024 goal?
Of course, I want to get my killifish to breed, the splendids and the garden eyes. I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying. They're definitely happy. The colors are popping. When I picked them up, they were all babies yet, but the bigger ones the colors are coming out. You can see the males and the females now, which is awesome. So that's a step forward. But this is a whole new idea project for me. Something if you asked me in 2022 if by 2024 I'd have killifish, I would have told you no. It just so happened. I fell into my lap. Here we go. So the goal is to get them to breed, have babies, and be able to pass them on to my local club. That way, more people local can keep them. So now,
Nice.
did anyone recognize that picture I used for the thumbnail with tonight's stream?
I'd have to go back and take a look at it. I don't remember which one
Yeah,
it
I don't think
was.
so.
How about chat? Let's see if chat can figure out what that picture was. Stephen White, welcome. I'm quick onto the chat. Welcome everyone. Big
Hey,
Steve.
Steven.
Sean.
No, definitely not that, Big Steve.
I saw that. Bishop Lincoln's here. You guys. Okay. I'm done about the chat. Okay. Let me see. Is there a way?
Oh, yeah. I do. Okay.
Sam, that you're close. You're close. Actually, you know what?
I'm not gonna say what that looks like out loud.
Yeah. No.
Can I see it again?
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna blow my screen up.
Magellan. Made me feel like a tent.
You're good.
In the ballpark?
I mean,
Closer with a jacket?
close. About the same.
So it's like a sleeping bag.
No, now that's even farther away.
That's further away. Okay, a jacket and a tent? It's not a backpack. No.
Nope.
Okay, Mariah, what do a jacket and a tent have in common? I mean, I
Camping?
guess they both. What's that?
Camping?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would. I mean, that could be part of it. Yeah.
Hunting?
You could with this thing. You could.
Something
So-
tells me I'm going to take a wild shot here, Vibes, and say that has something to do with gear that you're going to use because you're going to go collecting fish.
Woo! You hit it right
Did I
on.
really?
Right on.
That was a wild guess.
That is a picture of the front of one of the waiters I'm looking at to buy.
Ooh, wow. Okay, so that was just a super lucky guess. I connected a whole bunch of dots together in what I hoped was going to be a story. That was correct. Okay, so
That was good.
let's talk about that because that sounds exciting to me.
Yes. I haven't done it yet. I have not gone out yet. I just been doing my research. I do got a couple of friends local that want to join me on regular trips going out. And right now I'm still doing my research on the perfect waiter for my need here in Texas. There's thousands of different brands out there, thousands of different sizes, styles, you name it. So my goal is to find something that's budget friendly and that will work here in Texas. I already picked up my I got a net. I got a specimens container. So yeah, I need the waiters, either waiters and boots or waiters with boots, you know.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna get my GoPro, some more batteries. Basically, get a little more set up for the outdoor. So that is one of my goals for 2024: to do a lot. Just going out and seeing what's available in local waterways.
In Texas, yeah.
And to help my local fish club or fish clubs, there's like 5 of them here, whatever. To more of us do it on a regular basis. You know, maybe there's only like 4 or 5 of us go out at a time. You know, but
That's
I want,
cool.
and the cool, maybe it's too big of a goal, but it'd be cool to encourage the young generation. Like we're talking 5, 6, up to teenage, that age group, to join us.
That's gonna be really cool.
That's neat.
One of my good friends that wants to go out with me on one of my first expeditions, their children want to join us. So
Nice.
I think we're on a roll.
Nice. You're taking my buddy Mike, aren't you?
Which I mean,
In LA.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Me, him, and Chris Aquazone.
Yep.
No, the one I was talking about was Sarah.
Oh, okay.
She'd be probably one of my first ones that go out with me. Her, and then actually my old club board member that stepped down. Those 2 would probably be my first ones to go out with me and join me.
Cool.
Basically, I want to be comfortable with what I'm doing. That way I can help the next, help the ones that haven't done it yet. I don't want to take a group of 10 people out there and knows what we're doing,
Yep. Makes sense.
Lando, beep, 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 beep.
Going on, Lando.
Welcome. So, and the goal, I got a tank ready for fish.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 75-gallon tank setup.
It's a good size tank.
Yeah. It's ready set up. It's been running for a year. Now, the filter's been running for like 2 years. The canister.
Oh, wow. Yep.
So it's ready to go. I got like 5 outdoor ponds or tubs set up, ready to go. So basically, I want to get local species, see if I can get them to breed in my water, and maybe that way I can introduce those to my local club. That way, they can see what's available. I mean, in person, like, hey, here's some babies I picked up from this lake or this stream.
Yep.
I mean, hey, so I'm kind of excited about that. But
nice.
Maybe y'all can tell me, is that too big of a goal?
No, because I don't think it's that hard to implement, right? I think you and a few folks, starting it out, that's easy, right? I think it's just you guys deciding on a day that you want to go, where you want to go, making it happen. I think, maybe it takes a few tries to get it to a place where you'd feel right getting a bigger group or children involved, right? Because I think if you do that, you want the process pretty lined out. But no, I don't think, especially if you've got willing participants that are other fish keepers, like the group of you will certainly be able to figure out how you want to do it, where the successful places are. No, I think that's awesome, right? I think that's super cool. Even if you impact the lives of a couple of kids, that's a victory vibes. The whole reason I got into fish was because of a science teacher. I will never forget. It was like 3rd grade, I think it was. Her name was Mrs. Dunning. She was like anybody's grandma, right? Complete with the perm and the orthopedic shoes and the skirt down to her ankles. If it wasn't for her showing me the joy of fish in aquariums, I don't know that I certainly don't think I would have started the hobby when I was, maybe an early teen or just a preteen. And I certainly don't think I would have come back to it now as an adult, just randomly. I think it's important that we help kids that have some sort of a fascination with the idea just to learn about it. Even if they decide they're not into it, that's fine, right? We want to expose them to the ideas and let them decide what works for them. I think that's a great goal.
And I would say also on that same note that even if they decide that they're not into it, I think another important aspect of the hobby that we don't really talk about that often as we should, but the conservation aspect and how important it is to treat these animals with the utmost respect and care, being that their natural environments, of course, are not that conducive to their existence anymore in that natural environment, out in the wild. So I think the conservation aspect is a big, important part of it. Like I said, even you said, even if they're not into the hobby itself of keeping fish, just instilling the knowledge of what they can learn is very important. So I think that's a great goal to have.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's super cool.
Yeah, that question, Stephen White, I saw it. Hold on. There. Will that require a fishing license with a freshwater endorsement in Texas? It will require a fishing license with a freshwater. Now, if you're doing saltwater, you'll need to have a saltwater license here in Texas. This is an encouragement. If you want to do it wherever you're at in the world, make sure you check your local regulations before you do it. Now,
that's a reminder.
Here in Texas, we are pretty open about that. What's available. Before I tell a lot of people what's involved with it. I need to dig in a little more and see what fish are invasive. That way, those do not get transported with anyone that I'm involved with. And there are certain plants here in Texas that are invasive as well, and those cannot be removed from the waterways. I know this is a fish channel, but hey, I'm gonna tell you straight up. Some of these fish that are invasive, if you see them, the law is you're supposed to kill them on sight and make sure that they're dead. So that is part of it, y'all. Those are wondering.
I know in Florida they have quite a few state sanctioned like pay to catch or pay to kill orders for a lot of different animals down there. I know the red lionfish was one of them specifically. And of course gators. I mean, they have a huge problem with those. Burmese pythons are a big problem down there. So, the state actually will pay people to go out and catch red lionfish or other fish or
right. Aquafunk is here. That means
I saw it's his birthday.
Happy birthday, Aquafunk.
Sam wished him a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Funk.
Yeah. But his birthday is every week.
He wishes him a happy birthday every birthday, every week.
Oh, who are we talking with?
Oh, I do remember that now. Huh.
Hey, what are we talking about? Good
We're
question,
gonna
Funk.
get funky. Everybody clap your hands. Clap.
Scuba Steve! Welcome.
Hey, Scuba.
Hey, Scuba Steve.
So yeah, that I just want to second that motion about making sure you know your local laws, because I don't want y'all to go out and do this. Anyone listen to me? Go out and do this and get fined because I told you it's okay. Check your regulations and laws. See, here in Texas, as long as the fish is legal size, there's a limit size, right? Bass, bluegill, you name it. All these game fish, those we can legally, as long as they're the legal size and the legal amount, we can catch them, bring them home to our tanks and ponds, which is really cool.
So here in Georgia.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say. So here in Georgia, fishing license is $10, and then as long as if you're on private property or fishing at a private lake, it's not required to have a fishing license as long as you have permission from the property owner to be fishing there. But if you're fishing on public property or state property, then you got to have a fishing license, but it only costs $10. And no matter what the size is, you can keep whatever you catch as long as they don't have a specific requirement at that, wherever you are at that facility, for throwing back.
Oh, okay.
Okay, an all-water package with Texas is $40.
Oh wow,
that
that's
means
not bad.
You got to be a Texas resident though for the $40.
But that's
Now,
salt and fresh?
Right, that's salt and fresh.
Oh,
And,
that's not bad.
Yeah, the saltwater package is $35. The freshwater is $30. So if you're planning to do both, I would recommend getting the full package. Now, I think it is cheaper though if you get it. Is it August? It's a certain date you can get it, and it's cheaper for a year. But hold on. And of course, if you're a senior, it's gonna be cheaper for you. Yeah.
My favorite fish to go fishing for is catfish.
Oh yeah?
Okay.
Nice.
So may I ask, what do you use for bait?
Chicken livers. Nasty,
Mm.
dirty, stinky, disgusting, sometimes rotten chicken livers.
Mm.
They like that stinky stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah. I know it sounds horrible with this being a fish channel, but I love catfish. And I gained a certain affinity for skinning and gutting them and cleaning them at a very young age. So it's kind of a like a little ritual thing for me when I do go fishing. It's very relaxing, kind of nostalgic for me as well.
Sure. Yeah, that's cool.
I know it's a weird thing to be nostalgic over catfish guts, but you know.
No, not at all. I think we've all got those kind of little things, right? That we remember from whether it's childhood, we learned it from a an influential adult in our life, be it a parent or another relative or something like that. No, I think that is a perfectly normal thing, and it's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
No, Nathan, it's not really his birthday.
Yeah, I got tricked on that one too. I had to think about that for a minute.
And Alex, about that. Oh, Vibes, that's okay for me to fish. Perfect. Ha 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 ha. Hey, Alex, actually, you come to Texas and join us. It's $58 for license here in Texas for a non-resident. For a year. That ain't bad. Wow, that's actually pretty reasonable. Now, that's only the freshwater, though, side. Yeah. All right. Make sure I don't miss anyone. There you go. In Georgia, you cannot remove any native fish from the waterway. Keep it in your tank. You can kill and cook them, but you can't keep any Georgia natives. You can keep an invasive species, though.
Huh.
Yeah.
Now that I did not know, simply because I've never actually collected fish for like keeping before. It's always been like fishing for eating purposes. So that's really good tip. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
And that's why I was saying, do your research, check your local laws and regulations.
Mm-hmm.
As a teen, I used to use hot dogs to catch big catfish out of the lake. Yes, and what was cool, Alex, you had a pack of hot dogs, and you're out there fishing, you're hungry, you pop a cold one, eat it.
What?
No.
A hot dog?
No, that didn't happen.
No.
No. What?
No.
God, I hope like heck that didn't happen.
I never popped a cold hot dog in my mouth while fishing. No.
I don't think I've ever popped a cold hot dog in my mouth while doing anything.
Ever.
What?
Yeah, I
never.
No.
Does that mean does it mean that I'm weird?
Honestly, I don't even want a hot dog unless it's covered in some chili cheese and a little bit of mustard. To be honest.
Wow, I'm not even sure what to do at this point. That was
good Lord. Have mercy.
Exactly, Father.
That is our new goal for this coming year, Mariah, is to help our guy Vibes here with some of those habits, man.
I can understand cold pizza, but cold hot dogs, Vibes, for God's sake.
They're not even in the same stratosphere.
That we need to have an intervention. Are you dipping cold hot dogs in warm cottage cheese?
Hey, that's an idea.
Oh,
no, it is not. Absolutely not.
You gave me a new goal for 2024. Thanks, Mariah.
No, that was not an idea. That was a
open mouth insert foot. Good job, Mariah. Good job.
Oh no.
Good job.
That's gonna give me nightmares.
Why did I open my mouth?
I don't know. Alex. So yep. If no fish eat hot dog after a couple of dips in the lake. You just can eat yourself. Exactly. By that time,
no.
Oh Lord. Rachel just came
in. I was also gonna say, Alex, that first of all, fishing at Lake Lanier, salute to you, because that place is way too terrifying. I've been there quite a few times when I was little, and Every time I got in the water, I felt something. No, I'm good. That place is haunted.
Banowski, welcome.
Hey, Vanoski. Rachel
Vibes is
Bootcats
crazy.
is wondering what she joined here.
What else don't went into? Well,
What
you came in
did you
perfect timing,
stumble into
Rachel.
indeed?
Talking about hot dogs and cottage cheese. Tell you what,
Oh my God. Let's not and say we did. Okay.
Vibes hollows out the hot dogs and use them as straws to suck up cottage cheese.
No, 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 no.
Horrendous.
This is horrible.
Yep.
I have real goosebumps right now, you guys. This is gross.
Yeah, this is not okay. Let's the new subject. Come on.
It's what sounds
Mariah,
fast.
what you got planned for 2024? Let's dig us out
Hot
of this hole
chocolate,
here of,
hot chocolate with marshmallows. Hot chocolate with marshmallows. Okay. Well, one of my big plans is to finally begin the process again of working on this 150-gallon tank over there. I have to redo the seal on it one more time because I messed up curing the silicone the first time. So once I do that, then I'm going to start the slow process of figuring out what type of substrate I want to use, exactly how I want to scape it, the hardscape I want to use. And once I get all that figured out, then it becomes a matter of saving up a little bit at a time to get my filtration. Because other than the fish themselves that are going in there, which are the discus, I'm probably going to have between 6 and 8 of them. I haven't decided yet. And some angels, of course, and maybe some geos. I haven't decided on those yet.
Those are pretty.
But other than the fish themselves being a very big factor in the expense department, the biggest expense I'm going to definitely have on that tank is the filtration. I plan to have 2 FX6s running on that, as well as another 1 or 2 possibly HOBs for water polishing effect.
Nice. Okay.
Is there a canister on it?
I don't have a canister at all right now.
It sounds like. Oh, do you have a sump on it?
No, it's just an empty tank on an empty stand.
I was
right
gonna say
now.
there's nothing in it until you reseal it. Yeah.
Yep.
So what it sounds, maybe the goal is to do a DIY sump.
I would like to try to do a DIY sump, but I think I'm gonna probably do that on the outside tank that my boyfriend finally told me I can set up.
Woo!
I'm
6 foot
possibly gonna be getting a 55-gallon tank that I'm gonna have to reseal as well from work for free.
Okay.
So
nice.
Yeah.
And I asked him if I get the tank for free, can I set it up outside? And he was like, well, yeah, that's fine. The fish are going to be cold out there, though. I was like, no, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. They'll be all right.
Alex said that he would sump it, that tank.
You want to come build it for me?
He says that he knows a guy that made a sump video that could be of use.
I would love to do that. I don't like the idea of the sump being with this tank in particular, just because of if something were to go wrong. This tank is in a very, very carpeted room.
Fair enough.
So I would hate for something to happen and that much water end up on the floor.
There you go, Mariah. Alex said he lives down the road from you. If you need
nice.
Help. I think you're all set. Well, it sounds.
You'll have
I
to message me on Instagram so we can talk about that, because that's definitely going to be a project coming up for this spring, possibly.
I'd probably consider the sump idea if you've got somebody, if Alex can help you
Yes.
set it up in a way where the failure is not any different than what you would get in a canister.
Right.
Right. I
That
agree.
would be
I'm sure that there's ways to
ideal.
implement a fail safe as
Mhm.
well. So
Yep.
that would
Oh,
be
yeah.
really cool.
Yep.
And
Yep.
yeah, and Alex is your man for that. He knows what he's doing.
Mm.
Cool beans. We'll definitely have to collab on something.
Since we're talking about subs right now, that's one of my new goals as well for the upcoming year.
Is to make
The
one.
tank yep, for this tank right here.
What's on
Filter
it right
tank.
now, Vibes?
FX6 canister.
One.
Which one? Actually, last Saturday on the live stream, I was talking with Skull and some of the others on panel. I told them maybe I'll add another canister to that tank, and they said no, don't do that. They said go to the sub. So I'm kind of debating about doing that, going to the sub on that tank.
Nice.
Basically,
Nice.
what I would do, I'd pull the canister out and keep it on the tank on the outside of the stand, and keep it running.
Mhm.
Add the sump, and once the sump is running for whatever long time it needs, then I can move the canister and be good.
And move some of the media, probably, right?
Yeah. That might be the best. Set it up, maybe a week or two later, remove all the media from the canister, and put it in the sub.
I think that would work out awesome. And I'm seeing here Alex and Big Steve said the way they've got their sump set up, they can't overflow. I'm sure they've got some sort of like a check valve type of system or some sort of a one-way valve type of thing that even if you lost power, it can't sort of back siphon.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen them. I've seen it done many times before. But just they weren't in any like really well done home built systems that I've seen. They were all like actually pre-built or bought and like unboxed. They were really nice, but again, that's a huge expense, and we all know how expensive everything else is for life right now. So
yeah,
every day costs like $250. So
Yep. Fair enough. Well, Alex, here in 2024, if you can help out our friend Mariah and get her set up,
that'd be awesome.
Really
hit me up,
good
Alex.
needs.
Let's
That
do
would
this.
be awesome if you would do that for us. Looks like Jorge jumped in here.
Yeah, hey, Jorge.
Thanks for coming and hanging with us. Appreciated.
He's awesome. Hey, Mariah,
George.
That whole tent thing, that is good content right there. Setting it up.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could definitely make some good videos with that.
We could even do part of it as a stream.
Absolutely, I'm down. Let's do it.
Right?
No check valves on mine. If the power goes out, like only 15-gallon tops can drain from the tank into the sub, so zero spill chance. See,
I like that.
He knows what he's doing. That's awesome.
I like that.
And by the way, Alex, I might be asking you questions as well, because I want to do it that I don't have a flood.
Now, do you know anybody that's good enough at plumbing that could help me set up a very discreet automatic water change system with that sump?
Ooh.
I bet you Alex figure that situation out too.
Oh yeah, I mean it shouldn't be that hard. You want to attach to your sink or to your water supply?
Do what?
You're good. I was wondering if you want that water change attached to your water supply.
Yep.
Okay.
Big Steve's a plumber. I forgot.
And where the tank is, it's directly behind the water supply access. It would just have to go through probably about 6 inches of drywall, maybe.
Yeah, well, yeah, that would definitely work.
I was looking at- So, but I would also have to get clearance from my boyfriend and my landlord to put a hole in the wall for my fish tank.
True.
Eh,
Don't know
Easy
how well
peasy.
that would go.
easy peasy.
Rainbird sprinkler system automate adding water from an RODI unit to the sub, then add a sub overflow line from the sub to somewhere out of the house.
Alex, you're
That's
giving
all-
all this away. We got to do this on a video. We got to talk about all
Yeah.
this on a video.
Yep.
And you got to come on
This is
stream
awesome.
with us so we can talk about it.
That sounds like a brilliant idea.
Big Steve and Alex got you covered. You can have a drain
I
out
don't
a
have a
window.
basement, unfortunately.
Yeah, I wish I had a basement as well. That'd be awesome.
I do have a concrete foundation, though, which helps. So at
Oh,
least
yeah.
I know none of the massive weight that I have on this floor is going to go anywhere.
Right.
Mm-hmm,
Water change at least 25% is probably one of the most important aspects of keeping discus.
Oh, yes.
I do.
I plan on doing at least 3 times a week between 15 and 20%.
Okay,
Mhm.
you're good. Yeah. What I do with my tank, I do. Hold on. I'll tell you right. Yeah, that is 50% water change every week on the discus. That's it. Now that might be too much of a change of perimeters, too fast, but I've been doing it now for the past 2 years. So
I also plan on having a lot of plants in this tank as well. So I don't feel like I'm going to have the need to do such large water changes. But I do also know how dirty, how dirty they can be, especially when they eat and when they poop. So I want to
Yep.
make sure I keep all that detritus out of there.
Mm-hmm,
Because I want to keep a low flow in there as well. So I'm probably not going to have any wave makers or pumps in there or anything like that to keep it from settling at the bottom. So I want to make sure that I keep everything nice and tidy throughout the week.
in that case,
Hence the very
I'm
small
gonna tweak
water
my
changes
camera
of 15
there.
to 20%.
I'm about to change the camera view there.
Because your
Oh, because
discus
you did
tank
get a
has
water
wave
change on
maker
my
in it.
tank?
Yeah, it has wave makers and it has an FX6. There's like a big current at the top, and there's a wave maker. I mean, no,
Well, so I'm probably gonna have one at the top because I'm definitely gonna have a couple of longer plants that are gonna like sprout up and then go across the top of the water, as opposed to floating plants. However, but like, I don't know if you guys can see it in this tank, but I do have a wave maker on the top and the bottom, creating that circular flow.
Yep.
That I'm probably gonna stay away from,
yeah,
just because I want them to feel a little bit more neutral and at ease.
right.
This one's kind of more of a faster moving tank. I want that one to be more of a peaceful, much slower flow, and just kind of let them be a little bit more in a natural environment.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's not a bad idea. Dee, welcome.
Dee Dee, I saw Dee Dee yesterday, guys.
Yeah,
Cool.
I saw her yesterday. Yeah, so I was in South Carolina for the holiday, right? My folks live
Mhm.
down there. And so I messaged her saying that I was going to be driving back home yesterday, up, basically up from South Carolina to New Jersey, and asked her if she wanted to meet for breakfast. And her and her husband, Tony, and her daughter, Butterfly, all three of them came and met me and had breakfast. It was so
What?
nice.
No
It was
way.
awesome. So I made a little stop off there and had I think hour and a half or something like that,
Mhm.
maybe 2 hours. She and I sat there, the three of us had breakfast, and then I got on the car and made the rest of the way home. It was
That's
such
cool.
a nice. It
What did
was
y'all eat?
Awesome.
We went to Cracker Barrel.
Woo!
Nice.
Yeah, she lives in a nice little town, and they had a number of choices. So I just said, let's just do that. So we just had a little breakfast. It was amazing.
That's good. I'm glad y'all had a good time.
We did, and then hopefully the next time
Awesome.
we'll see each other is at the Clash in October.
Oh yeah.
We'll see Mariah there too.
That'll be my first time in Pennsylvania, right? First time in
Wow.
Pennsylvania too.
Mark it
Oh,
on the
wow.
calendar, Mariah. We want to see you at the Clash.
Yeah,
Wow, Mark,
buddy.
you are
I'm gonna be there.
Mark, you are right. You are
I
right.
gotta go
I
to the
felt
Clash and I gotta go to Dallas.
cool.
Yes.
Both worthy trips, but Mark is right. I am extremely lucky. It brightened my day so much to see Dee Dee. It was great.
That's good. That's good.
That is awesome. Okay. Is there any other goals? Any of y'all? Besides John's.
I want to try to successfully petition to be able to legally keep freshwater stingrays in Georgia.
Cool.
Yeah. Do it.
Cool.
Let's do it. Everybody sign my petition.
There you
Even
go.
if you don't live here, it's okay. You can
Oh
sign it.
yeah. Definitely.
There you go. I don't know. I'm so focused on that, and then I want to. I think for me, the other stuff is just finding the little things that I could do differently. What are the one or two things that I can learn from the wonderful community of people that we've got around us that maybe I haven't thought of to do that can either make my hobby easier or can be in some way a true benefit to the fish that I keep, because that they bring a ton of joy to my life. Just being able to sit there and watch them just do what they do on a daily basis. And so I want to maybe just do some of those little things, even if the thing I don't do, I want to learn about it and consider it and
Mhm.
learn
Right.
different things from the people that we've got around us, just to say, how are you doing X, Y, and Z thing, right? And so I want those opportunities, I think, would be another goal for mine.
I ain't got time for all them permits and stuff, Alex. I just want to be able to go buy them and keep them.
Yeah, I see Mark said there, due to things beyond his control, the Clash is no
Yeah,
longer
I
an
saw
option
that.
for 2024. I am
Yeah.
very sad to hear that.
Oh,
I have been
no.
thinking about the fact that Mark was going to be coming to the Clash in 24 for,
Right.
I think it's been darn near 2 years we've been hearing
Mhm.
about that and talking about that. And so I get it, right?
Sorry to hear that, Mark.
Yeah, right. So that's an unfortunate situation. But the good news is that we get a chance to see him regularly through, his live streams, or the other night he was on Rico's live stream. So
Right.
at least we get a chance to, to see his face and hear from him on a regular basis, which is really important.
Right.
But that means we'll just have to plan for another event in the future.
Mhm. You can go buy them and keep them, just don't tell anyone. Hey, Alex. Hey, you're not supposed to promote that kind of stuff on YouTube.
We'll have to talk. We'll have to talk.
There you go. There you go.
In all honesty, I really hope to just really be able to transform that tank into just something, what I've been kind of envisioning for it for as long as I've had it now. I know I've been talking about it for quite a few months on this channel here, and even on my Instagram as well. I've been talking about it for quite some time, and of course, due to a bunch of different circumstances, it's still in the state it is in, but it won't be for long. So it's a process. We'll get there. And you guys are going to be there with me along the way. So I'm excited for that.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Wouldn't miss it.
Another goal of mine is to figure out an easier way to have guests come up on Vibes Aquatics live stream. Hey, and if y'all in chat or anybody on panel can maybe give me some hints. I don't know.
Is this your way of telling Mariah and I that we're too hard on guests?
No.
I hope not.
No. It's just, I don't know. But yeah. Anyways, I put it out to now everybody knows what I've been working on this past year. So, hey, I'll be honest with y'all. It is a struggle to get guests to come up here.
Mm. We've been very lucky, I felt like, in the last few months.
Yeah.
We had Gina. We had was it Jacob from Axolotl, right? We had
Jimmy?
Ryan.
Ryan.
Yeah, we had a lot of good guests.
We had let's see, hold on. You know what? That was cool.
And Vibes, let's not forget we added Mariah and TJ to Vibes Aquatics 2023. So there's that.
Did happen.
That is a big win. We scored there. So we are going to the new
We got
year.
the three amigos here.
We sure do, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've lost a lot on the way, but it's okay. We ain't talking about what we lost. We're talking about the new year. So, anyways, is Ed going later? I think 8:30. I think it's going 8:30, right? Or 9:30 your time.
It's
Yeah, let me take a quick
9:07 here.
Let me just verify that. I
Okay.
think usually yes.
It's 9:07.
So he's going live in like 23 minutes or whatever. Yeah.
Craft at 9:30.
Okay.
And then
So-
Skip is doing the nocturnal feeding show 10:35 tonight.
Okay. Perfect. Thanks, Sam, for all the links. That's awesome. Everybody go check the links out. Thank you, Sam. So we can cut this off another 20 minutes, 18 minutes, something like that. That way, give everyone time to get some coffee or whatever, and head over to Ed's stream. So
Coffee.
No coffee.
stop
What
looking
time
at
it is?
stop looking at me like that.
Do you know what time it is?
It's 8:08.
And
Yeah.
then it's 9:08. We on the East Coast, my sir,
Mhm.
my good sir.
You got that right.
Yeah.
East Coast,
But-
West Coast.
If I get to bed at midnight, 2 in the morning, who
Mhm.
cares? If-
Ah,
if 2 in the
Ah,
morning,
Vibes is on
you don't
vacation.
yeah. What time zone are you in? I'm in Central Time Zone.
And we are on the East Coast time
Eastern
zone.
Standard Time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why That's why we're the best one, because we're the standard. We're Eastern Standard Time.
Mm.
Shut up.
Nathan, about that, I go live on Thursdays at
I
7
know that. As soon as I said it.
Central, and on Saturday night at 9 Central. So, yeah, Nathan, message me. Definitely. I'd love to have you up here. Hey, that might be the new goal. One of the new goals for the new year is have more of the guests message me instead of me messaging everybody. How about that? Now, if we could only get rid of Vibes, it'd be an awesome live stream. Just joking. It wouldn't be a Vibe show without Vibes Aquatic. Well, I don't know. You'll give it a try?
No.
Nah.
No? Okay, all right. Vibes is streaming until 2 a.m. Confirmed. No, I did not say that.
God's gonna be screaming by his doggone self till 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
Thanks, Nathan.
We got bad times.
Yeah,
Shoot.
right. Okay. How about is there a way to wrap this up before it gets too late? No, Vibes.
Any-
I'm just giving you a hard time. Hey, George, I know. You're good. You're good. Okay, thanks, Alex.
Oh, nice.
You're scared. Yeah. Hey, for those watching, looking, or even those watching replay, if you heard me say that, message me. And hey, but what you could do is message me on email or even on Instagram. But put guest on live stream, something like that. That way, it'll catch my eye. Otherwise, like, oh, cool, someone messaged me. It's not gonna. I got too many emails, too many messages, on Instagram. Like, yeah. So if I can sort them out, it'd be awesome. If I contact you, can you get me on Mexicali's live stream? Oh, you mean contact me, Aqua Funk? Huh.
I think so. He's looking for you to be his agent.
Ah. Yeah, I know, George. I know. You're awesome. That's right.
Y'all are something else. I love every one of y'all. Y'all are something else. I just be watching the chat, just trying not to cry laughing because man.
Thanks, Alex. Yeah. I will check my notes quick. Make sure I didn't miss anything that I was going to talk about the new year.
Oh no. Ah.
Uh-oh. She's out of beverage.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna thirst.
Mm-hmm.
There's one thing I missed. That was it was my goal for this year. I thought it was, but I did not finish it. It was to get my pond. They call it more to perfection. If I can ever get to that point, but basically, right now, today I was working on the stream today, putting some more cascades, and I need to caulk it, put the pond foam, put a little more professional look to it.
John, is that the same one?
What? Yeah, it's the same one.
You're trying to redo your pond, yeah?
Yeah. Do it in a way where it is, we call it display friendly.
Is that the koi pond?
Yeah, it's the koi pond.
Nice.
I want it. I don't mind people seeing it, but I want it in a way that people will say, "Okay, I want to copy that," or "I want your advice."
Yeah.
Actually, there's been people asking me for help around here, but I don't feel like I'm at that point.
Well,
I just me personally, but
yeah, I was gonna say that might be mindset, right? Because if you got people asking for your help, then they must see something that they like, right? So, I'm sure that they're folks that they're looking to start on their pond journey, and you've already done it, so you can at least give them what were your lessons that you learned in the process of setting it up, and what were the things that worked for you, and what were the things that absolutely didn't work for you, and trying to give them some ideas to get them at least going, and then maybe they come up with their own things and they can share them back with you. So
that's a really great comment from Nathan there.
Yes.
2024 goals for me are to keep fewer types of fish and focus on doing some breeding. Main goal for fish is to give them the closest thing to natural habitats as I can.
Nice.
That's a great point, Nathan. That's kind of similar to what I was telling. I really want to do with that 150 over there, and even kind of what I started doing with this one as well. Just try to give them as much of a natural habitat as possible.
That tank is really nice, Mariah, the one behind you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. when I initially put everything in, I didn't really kind of scape it per se.
Hmm.
I just kind of put it in the way it fit the best and kind of held the wood down because it wasn't very well waterlogged.
Hmm.
It had dried out pretty well by the time I got it home.
Yep.
And got it in the tank. So I just kind of put it in there the best way it would fit. And I was gonna move it around and readjust it and do some other stuff to it, but I just decided to leave it alone. I like the way it's at. So,
Hmm.
and they seem to
You've
love it.
actually gotten compliments on it from at least one of our guests that saw it that
Mm-hmm.
said that it looked really nice. So it's not just us talking. There's other people that have recognized how nice that tank looks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it a lot, and I'm really proud of it. So thank you guys. I appreciate that.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Mm. You got any other goals in mind, TJ?
No,
You
I think it's just those couple of things, right? I want to learn more stuff from the community, and I just want to keep the breeding project going with the White Clouds, right? I feel like
mm-hmm.
there's unfinished business there that I want to continue to attend to, and hopefully some broader good that I can do kind of for the hobby. So I'm just looking to kind of continue on those things in 2024, and if I can do that and make some small changes to improve on what I'm doing for my other fish, I'll be happy, I think.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, y'all. I'm just putting in my notes some goals that we were talking about. That maybe if we put them down, maybe we'll hit them.
Good idea. Putting them down, I think, sets kind of the intention and
Mm-hmm.
keeps you where you're a little bit more focused on it than maybe just talking about it would do.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Absolutely. I mean, if you think about it from the perspective of we are a product of it, our environment, if you fill your environment with everything being positive affirmations and being those positive goals that you're trying to reach and the intentions that you have getting there, then I think it makes it a much more likely possibility for you to be able to reach that.
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
agree.
All right. I used to keep fish based on what I thought looked cool. And after meeting y'all and hanging out for the past year, I really wanted to focus on the actual care and home of the fish. Y'all did that. Awesome! Nathan,
That's
that's
amazing.
great. Yeah.
That's beautiful, Nathan. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that we could take all, we as a community broader than just Mariah, Vibes, and I can really take a lot of credit for that. Did we certainly
Absolutely.
probably add to your knowledge base? Yeah, sure. And I think you've done that for us. I love a
Mm-hmm.
lot of the videos that you put out and some of the things that I learned from you and how you scape some of
Agreed.
the mistakes, right. So I think it is mutual, but you had to take what you learned and noticed it and decided to put it to action, right? So
Right.
I you don't lose sight of the fact that you made that happen. You might have just taken some little bits and pieces from things that we and a whole bunch of other people here in this community have said. So it's, again, I
Mhm.
think it's another reason why I feel so lucky that I stumbled into this group. I came here looking for research on YouTube on how to keep fish again after a 20-ish year hiatus from the hobby, and I found some amazing people and what I consider to be some really great friends. And I think that's one of the biggest benefits that we bring is the ability to influence and inspire us. So I'm glad if there's one thing that we were able to say that kind of inspired you to do something different. I feel like that's a victory. But you're the one that put it to action.
Absolutely.
Don't worry,
My
Sam.
big
I'm not leaving. He said, "I can't leave you. I'm not going anywhere. I'm stuck here until I get run out of the."
Not gonna happen. My biggest goal
Well,
is to
listen,
move
I
out
can
of this.
tell you this: stay away from Marietta if you're looking for a house, because you're not going to find anything over here worth buying.
Oh.
No, and
Actually,
Jorge,
stay
that's
away
not
from the
true at all.
entire west side of Atlanta.
Mm. That's not true at all. Jorge, I love your channel too.
Yes.
There's so many. I don't want to name names because I'll forget people, but
Right,
I
right.
have definitely gone there and found a lot of really cool, useful info there.
Yeah. Before I forget, though, I want to tell everyone thank you for all the support, but also for putting the content out there. Because I'm learning just as much as anybody else out there. Just because I'm on the camera doesn't mean I know anything. That's the tip of the day, y'all. That's because someone behind the camera doesn't mean that they know everything.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. I'm behind the camera and I don't know anything.
Well, there you go, y'all. Wrong.
I'm not even behind the camera.
Ooh. Oh, wow.
I'm in front of the camera. Ha ha
That's true.
True. Of course, Funk. Anyhow, what do you guys? 99.9% of what information I use for fish keeping came from somebody in the fish fam. Now I think about that.
Yeah, she's not wrong. I mean, this is one of the
No.
first places I came for information when I was getting back into the hobby. And
Right.
that was when kind of all the channels were like, I didn't know the people. And now they're friends, right? And so that's, yeah, I think there's definitely a lot of truth to that.
Just because I'm on camera doesn't mean I know anything. That's YouTube in a nutshell. True. Hey, all me, if you want
about 8 minutes until next live stream.
8 minutes? All right.
Okay. All right. Nice. Yeah. Nothing. Oops. Sorry. No. Basically, what YouTube is just those that are creators on YouTube or Instagram or Twitter or TikTok or Facebook. That just means that maybe they're a little more out of the box than other people. That's all. Exactly, George. I know. I like that. Okay. Before we head out, though, TJ, you got anything to say to the fish fam?
It's the same old thing I say every week. I just really appreciate that all of you come out here and hang out with us and support Vibes' YouTube channel here on our weekly live streams. And I'm thankful, Mariah and Vibes, you guys for giving me an opportunity, welcoming me as the third musketeer of our little group here. I really enjoy the time that we spend chatting and just having a great time. So I just thank everybody for being part of what we do on Thursday nights.
Yeah, thank you. How about you, Mariah?
Same here. Thank you, of course, everybody for being here and for, of course, welcoming me to the channel and Todd to the channel this year. Vibes, thank you so much for having us and allowing us to be a part of the channel. And of course, like I say every week, treat other people how you want to be treated. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And may God treat you how you treat animals and elders.
Thank you. I like Stephen White's comment. Stay healthy, keep your fish healthy, and enjoy life. Yes.
There you
Thanks
go.
everyone for being here. Thanks for the replay crew. Thanks for TJ, Mariah, and everyone that's here in the chat. Thank you. And a big shout out to all the members. You guys rock. Keep it up. But until later, do your water changes. Love your family. Love your friends. And if I don't talk to you until the new year, have a good new year. And stay positive.
Happy New Year, everybody. We'll see y'all next year.
Good
Bye,
vibes. Good vibes, y'all. All right. Let's leave you with something special. There we go. Peace out.